And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be doing the dungeon Hell's Lid, which was added in patch 4.2. Hello, 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 hello. And I'm going to be tanking this. I've never seen it, I've never looked at any tactics, and so on. So this is going to be a blind run, and hopefully it will go well. Let's assume that by now, because the patch has been out 4 or 5 days, people doing this dungeon know what they're doing. Yeah. Let's hope. Okay, so let us do shield. Oh, I switched off. First time. Hello. Let's see. Save. Oh wow, look at this. So it's just like, it's basically hell. Isn't hell pretty? I better get used to these surroundings. I'm gonna need the practice. Re-textured crabs. Okay, let's go, let's go. Hang on. This is not really useful to see. Keep the party chat up without revealing the rest of my messages. I think it's okay to show party chat in videos because you'll just see what people were thinking about when they did the dungeon. You don't know who these people are, you don't know what server they're from, so we're not doxing anyone. Okay. I'm assuming some magical platform is going to appear in a moment. Oh, Jesus. It's like a 4-way demon wall. Oh, really? And I'm assuming that we have to do this quickly before they charge in on us. Now, technically, if we destroy the magical barrier of the lava, what's to stop the lava just, like, devouring us? Are we doing a good thing here by getting rid of the magic barriers? But, well, there's no point talking semantics in a game where there's talking lava and giant crabs. Oh, interesting. This dungeon is cool. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, so they are linked. You can't just pull one, you have to pull all 3. So let's start rotating cooldowns. We just turn them away from the party. Try. I don't want the mobs to sweep them, that's all. Oh, he's so big. Giggity. Ah, crap, I done the wrong one. Professional gaming here at youtube.com/Mithrie. Let's stun him. Okay, he's dead. Nice. Good work, team. General rules of engagement. Don't stand in fire. It helps. Let's move them out. Oh crap, another demon wall. This is bigger than last time. What is it like, this sort of under the sea corridor thing? Like, I literally just watched the latest Pirates of the Caribbean movie and they had the same thing except in the ocean. That's the theme of, like, entertainment these days. Long corridors that you can't escape from. Or is it a hint of Final Fantasy XVI's launch? Who knows? Like, as a long-time Final Fantasy fan, I do wonder if we're going to see any details this E3 of Final Fantasy VII Remake or Kingdom Hearts 3. Years go by so quickly. It's like it felt like just last week we did E3 of like 2017, and just 3 or 4 more months and we can get 2018s. Okay, let's keep going. So this guy is ugly. So let's see what the tactics are to beautify him. Okay, let's go. I'm going for the basis done one, done them all. But we'll see if it's as easy as that. And also, if there is amazing DPS. Okay, swing, run away. When it's a swing, it's a run away thing. When it's a swipe, it's a go behind it. And of course, if the DPS is really good, then the fight will be over before anything becomes a problem. So, okay, swing, run away, run away, run away, run away. Damn it, hit me anyway. Whatever, whatever. It doesn't. The swing doesn't hit that hard, so I could probably just take it. But it's best I try and avoid it. I could just use a cooldown or something. Let's use these 2 cooldowns. It is important as a Paladin tank to rotate your cooldowns. You're not supposed to just take damage blindly, sort of thing. What's this supposed to be? What's that spear? Or is that his spear? Like, did he put his spear down while we, what's it called? Try not to get knocked into the lava. I don't know if these edges are protected or not by invisible walls. It's not consistent. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. Swing, whatever, I'm just gonna take it. I'm assuming it's gonna hit harder and harder though. So the next swing, if I have to take it, I'm gonna throw up Sentinel. It's 40% damage reduction. Okay, cool. Next. Run away, run away, run away. Oh, crap. It hit me. It's fine. 1 DPS death we can live with because we can just res them. And the good thing with Paladin, I can throw Clemency on other players as well, if it's needed. Okay, let's rotate some more cooldowns. Actually, let me just save Sentinel, in case I need it for, like, swing. I guess we can limit break when ready. Okay, swing. So Sentinel, which is 40%, and let's pre-heal. There we go. Perfect. So you see what I did with the pre-healing is that I knew exactly when it was going to hit me, and then I knew that his knockback wouldn't interrupt me because the casting was nearly done. So I was able to fully heal myself. Anyway. Because, you know, games. I just like getting hit by the swing. Okay, bum 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 bum. Let's do that. Done. Finito! Well, that was fun. Okay, so slimes. Shall I be concerned about this little guy? Like, what does he mean? Okay, so let's do some slugs. I always do double flash. I don't even know if it's needed anymore, to be honest. This is like the old style of tanking, but it's just what I've been doing for years, so as they say, if it's not broke, don't fix it. It's not a bad thing to be, like, have too much threat as a tank. I mean, that is pretty much your only goal, and obviously stay alive. Okay, cool. Done. Okay. I'm assuming that it's going to go into its shell and it's going to be immune to everything. I didn't have thingy available. Don't run away from the tank. Basic rules of MMOs 101. Run to the tank, never away from it. If you have threat as in. The tank shouldn't ever need to chase you. And that's a universal rule for pretty much every MMO. Little guy is still there. Just sort of leading us to our doom. So we got through the first circle of hell, we're now on the second. Okay. This felt like stunning him because he's a trash mob. Let's keep going. So now we have scorpions. I do wonder if these scorpions will do the tornado move. So another general rule for healers is if you put refresh just before a pull, then the mobs will go towards the healer, not towards the tank. Maybe I should just slightly fix my interface so I can actually see the my debuffs so I can take them off. Now, they do have to keep these dungeons short, 20-30 minutes max, because if they expect people to do them every single day... Double flash, okay, caught them. Let's rotate some cooldowns. Now, the thing is, for me, personally, I do use my mouse for certain clicks for these, like, debuffs and so on. I don't want to keybind them because I don't want to hit them by mistake. Because I do have a habit of fat fingering, like, certain abilities. Like, you should see me do PvP and Blade and Soul, then how many times I accidentally hit the Windows key. That could be deadly in, like, different situations. So it's just for my own play style that I didn't keybind my buffs. Okay, pass. Pass. Oh, wow. Oh, really? So it was a dragon, serpent, lizard? Snake? Question mark? Cat? Okay, let's see what the tactics are for this fight. Let's start rotating cooldowns. Ow. Now, one thing I'm doing as of patch 4.2 is I'm trying to get all of the vendor gear. And in this patch, the vendor gear is called Creation. So, and that will get you to item level 330, and then if you get the upgrade items from the latest 24-man dungeon, from the last boss, then you can upgrade it to be 340. So my goal for this tank is 340 geared. And the reason I'm also doing the expert roulette is so that I can just start farming the new tombstone straight away. If you can get on it in the first week of a new patch, then try and keep doing it. If you can't, then whatever. Okay. So I'm assuming we have to kill these ASAP, otherwise rip. Let me go sword off. Okay, let me use... Back to shield off we go. Okay, we made it. I guess the good thing is now is that because you can sprint in during fights and it not use any of your TP, they can make the AoEs a bit bigger, and therefore you have to be a bit more anxious of how much ground you have to cover. Okay. Okay, one thing I'm going to very quickly do, let's fix my HUD a little bit. Like that. Okay. I just want to make sure I can see my own buffs properly, so I know when to tick them off. Or when I'm rotating cooldowns. Oh, yeah, it's one feature they added in this game, which I just find bizarre, is the infinite falling with no damage. Oh wow, this place is really pretty. Look at that. Good job, Square Enix. I've never been this impressed with the layout of a 4-man dungeon before. So this is now the third circle of hell. Isn't it pretty? Oh crap. I'm gonna throw myself heals because these are hitting really hard. It's because I'm potentially 20-30 item levels lower than I could be going into this dungeon. So I'm sure once I get the better gear then it won't be an issue anymore. Okay. I like how they just effectively throw in what used to be previous bosses. Oh crap. One more flash for good luck. Let's rotate some more cooldowns. Surviving. Another cooldown. Now, my real emergency button is this one. Hollow ground. It makes me immune to damage for a few seconds. I save that for later. If I ever need it. If I'm literally, I have no other button to press to stay alive, then I press that one. Cool. Next. It's interesting how they had to change all of the dungeon designs to have all these walls. So that people don't pull the entire dungeon in one run and then AoE it down, like they used to do in Brayflox. So this is all Brayflox's fault. I'm gonna throw myself a heal. I think it's so much damage. There we go, that's better. Dodge. Nearly dead. Another cooldown, 20% reduction. Let's see. A good thing about Clement's teammates. Then, what's it called? It will also heal you for its percentage of it as well. Yeah, so restores to sell 50% of what is to the other person. I like in the chat, this place is purdy. Purdy. There we are. Okay, we're near the end now. Oh, wow. That's a real master of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Splinter was a fraud. It's like, can we get some stone skins? No. Okay, let's do this. Obviously, these squares must have some meaning if you highlighted them, so keep our eyes open. Okay, that's one dynamic. It's like 4-way splurge. Hell of waste. Okay, run to the edge with Hell of Waste. Cool. I'm assuming that's a dynamic for a later boss, because one thing that they do in this game, during the 4-man dungeons, they give you hints about what tactics you might see during the 8-man dungeons. So it only goes free. I'm assuming in the raids it probably goes like around the entire arena. I dodged that. So far so good. I'm proud of this group. Good job, guys. Crap. Okay. Spread out. Oh wow. 4. Okay, so now it's moving 5. So take a note of that. So I guess the first half of the fight is 3, and then now it's 5. So we'll see if at the end of the fight it does like the entire arena. Okay. What are we supposed to do now? I can't even target him. I don't know what he's attacking. Oh, well. My tab targeting didn't work, okay? Don't laugh at me. Please. It's like, what is he attacking? Bugged. Okay, cool. Next. Oh, okay, the arrow, so we'll go this way. I understand. So you just follow the shape of the arrows to see where the water's going to go as well. La 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 la. I like the music. No need to change it for anything else. It's going the other way, so no problem. So that's it. So it's like, if you can just get on a blank square, then you know you're safe for the rest of wherever it goes. Of course, I can't pacify bosses, but I hit it anyway, just in case. Let's throw myself for self-heal. Cool. This side. Okay, let's ignore that. Done. Easy. Easy, easy. I'm so proud of myself defeating a game designed for kids. Well, it's not for kids, but you know what I mean. As a 33-year-old man. Going for world first. World first. Let's do it. Let's get world first. World first. Yeah. Aren't I amazing? Cool. So that's that dungeon done. It means Expert Roulette is fully unlocked. So let's see. Oh, lol. Oh, he's so adorable. Can we keep him? I'm just curious then, what's it called? Let's give it to the samurai, he did a good job. I'll take it. It is actually an upgrade, believe it or not. Okay, so let's see, recommended gear. Just until you're unable to do... I wasn't trying to change job. Oh, I can't change gear in the dungeon, fine. So, anyway. Let's get out of here and let's see what if there's any cutscene for this. Ooh. Mystical. So who are we going to meet now? I want to keep him. So perhaps we should turn him the right side up. Whoops. That was a bit cruel. You don't have to be so ruthless about it. Ah, minions. He's not going to speak, is he? They're so cute. Oh ho ho, a marvelous performance, truly marvelous. But then you did the best, the Lord of the Revel. By the Kami, a talking turtle. Isn't that ironic for him to say? I don't even know where to begin with that one. I trust you will forgive me for my deception. 'Tis something of a Far Eastern tradition, the testing of strength and so forth. A bit wrought, perhaps, but anyway. Welcome to Ryzen Temple. I am Gembu. He is Gembu. Oh, nice. Guardian of this sacred place, a leader of our little collective. I mean, Gembu was slightly bigger in Xenoblade, but whatever. Gembu, the self-same Gembu of the Tale of Tenzin, one of the Four Lords. Under normal circumstances, I would assume you named for the legendary being, but clearly this is anything but normal. Never in my wildest dream did I think I would meet a talking turtle. Oh, but every one of us here can speak your tongue. Is it truly so surprising? After all, we each have lived more than 1,000 years. I knew turtles were long-lived, but I had no idea that was even possible. He's flying, for goodness sake. In this wondrous land of ours, it is said that a beast which lives 1,000 years attains a measure of divinity. This temple is a place where such auspices may gather. But take not my word for it. Speak with my comrades and learn their tales. We will talk of the endeavor after. Oh, they're so cute. We may as well do what he says. Besides, who knows what valuable secrets some 1,000-year-old animals may know? I agree. Cool. So let's... Oh wow, there's a lot of quests after this one. So a friend of mine, Tamino no Gozen, once called this place home. Possessed of 9 tails, her power far eclipsed my own. Tails? But one day she left to live among man. What became of her, I wonder. Are we going to find, like, rumors about Sonic? There used to be a hedgehog. Hey, that hurt. You didn't have to give it everything you had in the fight, you know. I only just went through the change, so it's not like I was going to slow you down that much. Well, I suppose you didn't know it was all for show. I was probably really intimidating. Alright, you were asking about the collective, weren't you? Let's see, Gembo's the oldest of us. Oldest in the Far East too, I think. One of the 4 lords, so as you can imagine, he's much more powerful than regular old auspices like me. But you probably knew all that already. Totally. Totally knew everything. I'm a man of knowledge. Oh, fat cat. So, judging from the way you and the woman are gawping, I'm guessing you're not from around here? I don't know how it is in your homeland, but here, if an animal manages to survive 100 years, it begins to get ideas. Delusions of grandeur. Some small power, sure, but nothing much to speak of. Survive 10 times that, and you become a fully fledged auspice, so. Speech, magics, is quite the change, believe me, which is why we call it the change. What? I never said it was something clever. Anyway, point is, don't let our appearances fool you. I could kill you 5 times before you hit the ground, but I won't, on account of me being civil, for now. Interesting. I do like these sort of zones, but what makes me kind of almost a little sad is that I will probably only ever come to this zone just once. Once this cutscene is over, that's it. I'll never come here again. So, well, let's talk to Gembu. So, now that you have a greater understanding of who we are, I shall tell you of that rather thorny predicament we now face. The divinity of we auspices manifests in myriad ways. For example, I possess clairvoyance, and with my preternatural power I have seen a vision of the Ruby Sea, of Yanxia, of Hingashi, subsumed by roaring flames. This is no distant future, I fear, and we are avert to it. We must needs enlist the assistance of an exemplary warrior, one such as she who faced the Lord of the Revel and lived. What should we do? What should we do? Fear not, little one, for I have a plan, but to understand it, you must first understand the duality which lies at the heart of we auspices. The Aramatatampa, the primal rage, and the Nigimatamata, the boundless calm. These elements force comprise the soul of an auspice, and it is only when they are in balance that we are truly ourselves. Alas, over great spans of time, or when caught in the midst of tumultuous events, this balance may be disrupted, the soul may be divided. An auspice overcome by the Arimatatama is a wild feral thing, all the more dangerous for their divinity. Calamity and catastrophe invariably follow, tremors and floods which destroy men's works. Auspices can bring about these natural disasters. How frightening. Perhaps, but you must remember that there are auspices who delight in aiding the peoples of these lands, auspices who may even wreaked havoc in the past. Recall you the tale of Tenzin and the Four Lords? The one Soroban told us about before, about samurai and the auspices who drove the Oni from this island into the sea? Just so, yet I fear this accounting of events is not quite accurate, for it was not Oni we and Tenzin cast out of this place, but an auspice. An auspice with the power to move heaven and earth, Kuryu, wholly consumed by the Arimatama. He stoked the flames in this island's heart until it very nearly erupted into a fiery maelstrom. Tenzin led us in battle against our mad brother, and together we sealed him in this temple. But as the truth of the tales fades from memory, so too do our wards weaken, I fear. Should Kuryu break free, he may well finish what he began, and ensure my vision of flames comes to pass. So long story short, you want Mithrie to give this Kuryu what for when he wakes up. I should think not. Her accomplishments notwithstanding, it would be foolish for any immortal to face Kuryu without proper assistance, to wit that of the Four Lords. Regrettably, I am not the young auspice I once was, and to make matters worse, my three compeers have nearly succumbed to the Arimatama. Can't be forfend, 3 of the 4 lords have gone mad. The Ruby Sea is doomed. Nearly succumbed, nearly. Alas, in marshalling their strength to retain control, they are unable to commit their powers to the preservation of the wards holding Kuryu in his prison. And now that you have a full, complete understanding of the situation, we may well at last discuss your path in all this, warrior. I would have you and your comrades face mine in battle, and quell their raging Arimatama. What say you? Very well, if that's the only way. So I don't get to kill them. Lol. So, ho, you are an intriguing one, aren't you? We are grateful for your assistance. Let us broke no further detail and introduce you to another of the 4 lords. I informed Bayok of your arrival when you first entered our domain. He should be returning any moment now. Come, come. I mean, I wasn't expecting there to be this much of a cutscene at the end of this dungeon. Ah, here's Bayok. Old friend, a day of reckoning draws nigh. The wards will fail and Kuryu will break free. Before he does, you must quell the raging Arimatama in your soul. This warrior will help. Doubt not her strength, for she has danced with Susanoo himself. A bold, audacious claim. Yet if Gumbu believes it true, I'm the Fonz, the more I look at you, the more of him I see. A similar presence, perchance. A light. Very well, I will bow to my brother's judgment. Moo. Because I don't know what sounds tigers make. Wonderful. Then without further ado, I shall bid my comrade relax and surrender to the Aramatama. Wait, here now? Won't he go on a dangerous, murderous rampage? Why, yes, that's rather the point. He will be reduced to the feral beast. Can we do this a bit later? And then it will be Mithrie, was it? Mithrie's turn to do battle with my brother and help him quell the fury within. But if all it takes to quell the Aramatama is battle, then why did you not do the same for Kuryu? Why seal him away? Because it was too late. As I said, Kuryu was wholly consumed by the Aramatama. Naught remained of the Nigi Mitama. All that he was forever lost to us. The effort I expend to hold back the fury, I will instead use to safeguard the calm. It is then you must act, but no my fall. Moo. My soul is in your keeping, Mithrie. Do you understand? Then let us quit this place. Genbu may not mind the chaos, but if I am to wager my everything, I prefer to do so in the land of my birth. To look on those familiar wilds with my eyes that may soon belong to another. Bye. When you return to the island, look for Fury. He will guide you back here. Given the circumstances, perhaps it is best that we stay here. Would that be acceptable? Soroban, was it? Be at ease. I have a task for you and your excitable urchin. Follow me. Did that tiny talking turtle just insult me? Cool. So let's go. Is there an exit? I guess not. We probably have to just teleport out of here. Let's go. So that's a pretty place I'll never get to see again. This. Oh, hang on. Let's try and get out of this cave. That's the stuff. Like I said, I am happy that it took me a long time to unlock all the flying in all the zones, but I'm happy I got it over with. Okay, I'm nearly there now. So I'm assuming this is a pre-quest for Biok as well. Which I wasn't expecting to do at the end of Hell's Lid. We are here. ... My earliest memories are not pleasant. From birth I was shunned by man and beast alike, for my snow-white fur marked me as a harbinger of doom. Cast out and hunted, I struggled to survive. But I endured, I grew older and wiser, and one day I resolved to protect this place and those that call it home, for in spite of everything it was mine as well. In time they came to see me as a guardian instead of a demon, and yet for all I have done to rise above the beast within, I may fall to madness and become the sum of their fears. Have faith, you will not fall. I bested Kami, you know. You're in good hands. No need to show off. Such confidence from one so young, but as age in of itself does not confer wisdom, nor does youth go hand in hand with hubris. I warn you, for centuries has my Aramatama grown and festered. Hold nothing back, for I will not. Warrior, the time has come for you and yours to make ready. May the Kami grant you strength and save my soul. Moo. Wow. So, by finishing Hell's Lid, we also unlock Biok. That's interesting. So, maybe I'll do that in the next episode. So, anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye, guys.